Good morning, family. December 29th, the Sabbath and the Hereafter. Maranatha, chapter 363. For as the new heavens and the new earth which I will make shall remain before me, saith the Lord, so shall your seed and your name remain. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith the Lord. Isaiah 66, verse 22 and 23. And this verse states that even in heaven, we will be keeping the seventh day Sabbath, which starts from Friday sunset, the evening and the morning were the first day, to Saturday sunset. And this, all true Christians have kept the Sabbath. It was changed by Emperor Constantine and from the Roman Catholic Church. But if you really want to show God that you are his, remember the seventh day to keep it holy. It is the only commandment that begins with remember and that everyone forgets. And it's not about making a day higher than others. It's about who you will worship. It's about obedience. The Sabbath is still valid. In the beginning, the Father and the Son had rested upon the Sabbath after their work of creation, when the heavens and the earth were finished and all the host of them. Genesis 2:1. The Creator and all heavenly beings rejoiced in contemplation of the glorious scene. The morning stars, the angels, sang together, and all the sons of God shouted for joy. Job 38:7. When there shall be a restitution of all things which God hath spoken by the mouth of all his holy prophets since the world began. Acts 3:21. The creation Sabbath, the day on which Jesus even lay at rest while he was dead at Joseph's tomb, will still be a day of rest and rejoicing. Heaven and earth will unite in praise as from one Sabbath to another. The nations of the saved shall bow in joyful worship to God and the Lamb. The nations of the saved will know no other law than the law of heaven. All will be a happy, united family, clothed with the garments of praise and thanksgiving. Over the scene, the morning stars will sing together, and the sons of God will shout for joy. I want to be there, Lord. Do you hear me? And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and so there will be moons, from one Sabbath to another, and I think that is the only concept of time and eternity, shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith the Lord. So every Sabbath we will be worshiping God, learning about the science of redemption. The glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. The Lord God will cause righteousness and praise to spring forth before all the nations. In that day shall the Lord of hosts be for a crown of glory, and for a diadem of beauty unto the residue of his people. So long as the heavens and the earth endure, the Sabbath will continue as a sign of the Creator's power and sanctification. And when Eden shall bloom on earth again, God's holy rest day will be honored by all beneath the sun. From one Sabbath to another, the inhabitants of the glorified new earth shall go up to worship before me, saith the Lord. So let us remember the Sabbath day. Let's remember to take a day off to rest, to not worry about the cares of this life, to spend time with God and with family and friends and loved ones. Let's remember the Sabbath. Maranatha.